I already feel like crying. Kimberly, hold it together. Hold it together. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see, I'm finna cry. But today marks 1 year exactly of me and my ex breaking up. The most tragic breakup I've ever had in my entire life. A lot of drama was put into it, a lot of emotions were put into it, and there's 3 sides to this one story because 3 people were involved in this, 2 females and a guy. Of course, it was me, one of the females, and my ex-boyfriend, the guy, and then the girl that he got pregnant. So I come home from Taco Bell because I was working at Taco Bell that one day at this time last year, and she's sleeping in his bed. A lot of emotions came through, a lot of things came through. About maybe 2 hours after I found out, he came and talked to me and broke up with me. Shortly after that, I just took a nap and cried my eyes out because I'm like, I know I'm not ever going to get back with him, and that is perfectly okay at this point. I just need to move on from the situation and be myself. And, yeah, and just be myself. And I knew it was going to be a lot harder knowing that he was living in the same place as me. We shared pretty much the same room. If the fucking wall was cut down, we would have shared the same room, you know? Look how cute. You need a bath. But, yeah, you need a bath. No, stop. But, so, it was a really tragic time. I got ready for work the same day because I'm like, I'm not gonna let a breakup make me call off work. And that's a stupid reason to call off work, right? Because life happens, things happen, you know? So I was like, okay, whatever. I went and got ready for work. And at this point, like, I'm working with the worst manager possible. Literally, the worst manager there is out there. I'm literally working with him. And it's like, what the freak? You know, like, I knew my night was gonna be horrible just working with him. So I was like, okay, just deep breaths. And I went into work happy. He's over here. My ex is over here calling me, blah, 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 when I'm at work. And of course, like, I'm not trying to answer it because I'm at work, right? I answer it. I end up telling my manager I'm going to go use the bathroom. And I'm crying at this point, right? And then I was like, okay, whatever. I got out the restroom and told my manager, I'm going to take a 15 because I really need it. And I don't want to sound bad because you're already looking at me crazy because of how I'm talking in the headset. Right? So he was not fazed whatsoever. So he let me go. And then the cops were called on me. The manager didn't call the cops on me. My ex called the cops on me. And I called my mom. I let my mom know what was going on. I called my mom. I let my mom know what was going on and everything like that because at this point it's really stressful and it's irking me. So I told my mom what was going on. I told her all of that. Asher and I call up the lady that owns the placement that I was staying at, and she came to get me from so that the cops didn't have to take me anywhere. Because that's one thing I would not do is get the back of a police car. But they told me that I had to go to a mental hospital. And it was them taking me and forcing me in the back of their car with handcuffs on, or somebody that was willing to come pick me up and then take me, and I'd feel safer. And that was the lady who took me that owns the placement. So it's like, okay, whatever. And at this point, I'm calling my boss. She's not answering. So I called the general manager. Like, it's like right under her. Me and her we used to be so close, but we're not anymore. But that's a story for a different time. So I call her up and I let her know what was going on. And then I wrote down her number, so if I do get admitted into the hospital, like, you know. And then I was like, if you don't believe me, you can look at the cameras, like the police are here, blah, 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 like everything like that. And then I was like, I can also bring a note back, things like that from the hospital, like saying where I was and why. Well, not really why, but yeah. So she was like, it's okay, like, I believe you, Kimberly. I was like, okay. I still brought a note for them just in case, you know, whatever. But again, she did believe me because when I was in the hospital, she did talk to me like every single day. Like, I called her every single day. It was like, this is what's happening. This is the day I'm going to release. Well, that's what they're saying. I'll talk to her every single day. Loved her. Right before she went to work, that's when I would call her. Because it was a good time to call her. Blah, blah, blah. You know? Like, wonderful. So, you know. If it's a good time to call her, like, I'm going to call her, you know? So, Asher. So, right. And then the manager is making it a lot worse. Because at this point, I want to eat some good food. I want to eat some good food before going to the hospital, right? So I'm like, hey, can you make me this? Because he's the one cooking, right? And he messes up my entire order. I'm just like, what the fuck? Can this get any worse? So I'm outside, like, waiting for this lady to show up or whatever. And then here goes one of my other coworkers coming outside, which she starts a lot of drama, but she was trying to be there for me. And she was just checking on me. Like, she got in trouble for checking up on me. Like, what the fuck? Of course I do. And I feel like the managers just like the general manager and the boss like just ripped it up, honestly. Because, like, what the fuck? You writing her up for checking on me when that's your job? You need to get out the line and make sure your coworker is okay. You know? And then he wants to say, oh, I'm going to fuck up his night when I leave. I can't control that I'm leaving. I'm sorry the cops were calling me. Like, sorry. Like, excuse me. Like, I'm sorry, but I can't help that somebody called the cops on me. Like, just know that I know the cops were called. And honestly, at first, like, I thought that he was just playing when he said he called the cops. But when the cops showed up, 3 cop cars showed up, I was like, that's for me. And I know it is. So, yeah, that's what's going on. But that happened exactly a year ago today. And she's like, oh. Well, not when I'm filming this video, but, like, when this video is posted. The day this video is posted is the time it happened exactly a year ago. But yeah, I thought I'd do that little story time. But now the girl, they're still, the guy and the girl are still together with an ugly baby. No, I'm just playing. The baby's kind of cute. Asher, the baby's kind of cute. They ain't. They need to split. Anyways. I really don't like how my dog winks at me at all. But whatever. So, but thanks for watching this video, and I will see you next time.